black limousine crawled down Rue Fontaine. Street lights bleeding gold through the window pane. I stepped out slow in Italian shoes, with a silver flask and bad news blues. Doorman whispered, "Welcome back, sir," like he knew trouble by the shape of my fur. Inside that club, smoke thick as church confession. Women moving slow like unanswered questions. Baseline slid like a snake tonight. Then I saw you. Lord have mercy. Red dress cut down to the danger, diamond earrings swinging like razors. You smiled once, and every bottle behind the bar got jealous. You touched my hand, and the whole room forgot how to breathe. She moved like a devil in a velvet suit, slow poison hidden underneath perfume, dark eyes burning through the midnight blue. Every man in the room want trouble soon as she started dancing to the blues. Low light, baseline, heartbeats fall in line, and that guitar cry like somebody dying inside. Kick drum hit like a fist through smoke, snare snap clean while the whiskey broke. You lean close with your velvet voice, made bad decisions sound like luxury choices. Said you're still running from your old life. I laugh low, darling, my old life still pays for my wine. Outside, thunder shook the avenue. Inside your fingers traced my tattoos. Band got slower, air got hotter, and every lonely soul kept watching us closer. She moved like a devil in a velvet suit, lipstick stain on 100-proof truth, sweet danger underneath, chandelier moon, cold hands, slow dance, burning through my self-control. That woman turned my heartbeat into dark rock and roll. Steal, seen gangsters pray, seen $1,000,000 smiles right away. But your love was different. It walked in slow, sat beside me, and ordered another round. When I knew I was already gone.
Devil in a velvet suit, dancing in the midnight room. Every shadow moved the way she do. Bass so low,
glowing, and somewhere in the smoke, she's still dancing alone. There's a cracked old mirror behind the bar, showing me every hidden scar. Smoke hangs low like a funeral veil, and the night breeze cold as jail. The bartender knows me by the sound of these tight boots dragging down. Every glass I raise burns slow, like memories I can't let go. I saw your shadow near the door tonight, black dress underneath neon light. But when I called your name out loud, only silence answered through the crowd. The city got no soul to save, just lonely hearts in shallow graves. Still I stay when the neon dies and the room turns black. I hear your voice calling me back, like a lost prayer drifting through the blues, like a man with nothing left to lose. Oh, my heartbeat pounds like a midnight train, snare cut sharp through the pouring rain, and the guitar cries what I can't say, that I still miss you anyway. Rainwater shining on Beale Street signs, taxi headlights blur the lines. Every stranger got haunted eyes, trying hard not to break tonight. I keep your lighter in my coat, and your last words stuck in my throat. You said some people fade like smoke, then disappear before I spoke. Bass rolling deep beneath the floor, like thunder behind a closing door. Rose chords floating dark and wide, like angels with nowhere left to hide. Ooh, the blues still owns my name, and every night feels the same without you here. When the neon dies and the room turns black, I hear your voice calling me back, like a lost prayer drifting through the blues, like a man with nothing left to lose. Oh, my heartbeat pounds like a midnight train, snare cut sharp through the pouring rain, and the guitar cries what I can't say, that I still call fades, I still see your ghost through the haze. Every lonely road still leads to you. Every dark blue song feels true. If heaven shines beyond this rain, maybe we'll meet somewhere again. Till then, this guitar keeps calling your name. Through the fire, through the pain. Velvet ropes and marble stairs, perfume diamonds, billionaires. Whole nightclub drowning in gold light smoke, while lonely people laugh at dirty jokes. I stepped inside through the midnight haze, hair slicked back like the old Sinatra days. Bartender slid my drink without a word. In places like this, silence gets heard. She appeared by the piano flame, champagne glass trembling in her hand. Lord, even heartbreak stopped to watch her dance. Red lips, slow sway, eyes colder than a winter grave. She smiled once, and every man forgot his name. Champagne for the damned tonight. Let the broken toast the lies. Deep blues underneath designer lights. Slow burn love, danger dressed in elegance. Everybody in this room too rich for innocence. Thunder underground, kick drum, heartbeat heavy and round. Snare crack sharp through the velvet air, while your perfume wrapped around me everywhere. You said, you sing like somebody barely alive. I lit my cigarette slow and replied, darling, the lucky ones don't survive. Outside rain drowned the avenue. Inside the shadow moved like Noir tattoo. Band got deeper, lights got dim, and the whole room started sinking in sin. Champagne for the damned tonight, for the kings without a crown, for the women wearing diamonds just to hide breaking down. Low lights, dark eyes, blue smoke in the air. Everybody looking holy till the blues get there. Seen cold hearts melt at closing time, but your touch felt like a beautiful crime. And I let it happen anyway. Champagne for the damned tonight. One more toast before goodbye. Private club full of beautiful eyes. Slow dance shadows under chandelier moons. And your memory's still burning through these gentlemen blues. Let the bass roll deep. Rain still falling outside the city, but inside we kept dancing like heartbreak was luxury. Blue smoke hanging over table 9. Whiskey reflections dancing in your eyes. Band playing low like a secret conversation. Whole room moving with tired sophistication. I walked in slow with my coat draped clean, black tie loosened just enough to breathe. Bartender nodded like he knew my name. In places like this, we all hide pain the same. And there you were, silver dress under crimson light. Lord, you look like trouble done right. Slow hands, cold wine, dark hearts keeping good time. Love don't speak loud after midnight. Low lights, deep blues, the guitar sing the naked truth. And we danced like strangers always do. Bass rolled heavy underneath your heels. Kick drum steady like something real. You leaned close with a half-burned smile, made silence feel dangerous for a while. Outside rain painted rivers on the street. Inside your perfume mixed with the heat. Every slow bend from that old guitar sounded like confession from a broken heart. You whispered, baby, you move like a man who's leaving soon. I said, darling, everybody leaves this room. Slow hand, cold wine, two shadows moving out of time, while the city disappears outside. Deep night, soft flame, nobody here use real names. Still your memory tastes the same. Play it soft now. Let that blues breathe. Rain still falling, bass still rolling, and your silhouette still swaying through the blue smoke. There's a little red room on the edge of downtown, where the rich drink silence and the lost break down. Gold-plated mirrors, velvet on the walls, everybody whispering like the police might call. I stepped inside with my hands in my coat, heartbeat low like a baritone note. Band played slow like a funeral dance, every sad woman looking for one more chance. And there you were, black satin gloves, a cigarette flame in your eyes, Lord. You looked expensive and dangerous. At the same time you said, sit down, baby. You look like somebody who survived too much. I said, yeah, but not enough. Saints in the red room, drowning in perfume. Slow blues echo underneath the neon moon. Blade, everybody bleeds eventually. Dark jazz in the corner, whiskey kiss burns slow. We keep dancing while the whole world turns cold. Bass roll thick like thunder in a tunnel. Snare hit hard, but the room stayed subtle. You move closer while the lights burn low, like temptation wearing human clothes. Your fingers trace circles on my glass, like you knew every ghost from my past. Outside, sirens painted streets in blue. Inside, all I could see was you. You whispered, men like you never really sleep. I said, women like you never really leave. Saints in the red room, voices tremble while the bass line moans. Lonely hearts dressed up in gold. Floor, the way you laughed like you'd heard pain before. The whole club faded into smoke and blue, till there was only your shadow, my whiskey, and that guitar crying truth. Saints in the red room, still praying to the blues, trying to find salvation in somebody new. Black ties and danger, slow poison in our veins. Love always tastes sweeter with pain. Rain falling outside, neon heaven glow, and we kept holding each other like we were afraid to go. Play it softer now, yeah, that midnight kind of sorrow, the kind money can't heal, the kind whiskey can't hide. Penthouse curtains half open to the rain, suitcase by the bed still carrying my name. Room service coffee turning cold by the phone, 30 floors high and still alone. Taxi lights sliding across the wall, like ghosts that never really leave at all. I pour top shelf whiskey over hotel lights, trying to make silence sound expensive tonight. Gold watch ticking louder than my thoughts. Success gets lonely when it's finally bought. I'm the king of empty hotels, marble floors and wishing wells. Every city knows my face, but nobody knows me well. Late night elevator blues, tailored suits with nothing true. Living like a gentleman, dying slow in luxury. Piano downstairs still playing after 2. Some sad old standard about hearts turning blue. she carried her own kind of scars. She said, "You look tired of running around." I laughed low, darling, I forgot how to slow down. Bassline rolled thick through the velvet room, kick and snare, heartbeat steady in the gloom. For one small moment the whole world stood still, like loneliness finally lost its will. I'm the king of empty hotels, crystal smoke and carousel hell. Every night another town, another lonely clientele. Deep red wine, low neon glow. Nobody really comes here whole. We just hide our broken pieces where the rich blues softly roll. Check out time approaching. Rain on the window, shoes by the door. And somewhere tomorrow night I'll do it all again. Half past 2 in a downtown lounge. Blue smoke floating while the rain came down. Bartender wiping glasses in rhythm and blues. Everybody hadn't something to lose. I sat alone near the old back wall. Black suit sharp, but my spirit warm. Gold lighter flickering in my hand, like the last little fire of a tired man. Then you walked in through the crimson light, long black gloves, eyes cold as ice. Lord, even the band forgot the song that night. No roses on the piano, no angels in this town, just slow blues and broken people trying not to drown. Low lights, dark wine, two shadows out of time, and that old guitar crying like it knows what's on my mind. Bassline rolled underneath your heels, kick drum steady like something real. You lean close with that velvet tone, made loneliness feel less alone. You said, baby, why you look so tired? I breathe smoke slow and reply. Too many nights chasing things money can't buy. Outside thunder shook the avenue. Inside the room turned midnight blue. Every note from that six-string cried like somebody somewhere still waiting to die. No roses on the piano, no heaven in these songs, just beautiful strangers dancing till the last train gone. Slow burn, deep groove, heartbeats dressed in blues, and your silhouette still swaying through the cigarette fumes. Play it low now. Let that roach breathe. Rain on the windows, bass in my chest, and your memory still sitting beside me tonight. Blue lights dancing on a black Cadillac, parked outside a club called Heart Attack. Rain hit hard on the avenue glass, like heaven trying to erase the past. Inside velvet booths and casino smiles, crooked businessmen dressed in style, women in diamonds moving through smoke, making bad intentions look beautiful. I walked in slow with my collar high, old wounds hidden behind my tie. Bartender poured my usual drink before I even had time to think. Then she walked in, long black dress, skin like sin. Every eye in the room followed her whim. Lord, even the band forgot the next chord. Blue lights on the Cadillac, red wine on your lips, whole room drowning in temptation. Slow blues, dark truth, your shadow moving through the groove, and that guitar crying like courtroom evidence. Slow bass, deep night, two strangers losing their minds, trying to look elegant while falling apart inside. Kick drum rolled like a loaded heartbeat, snare snap sharp underneath your feet. You sat beside me with a dangerous grin, like you already knew where I'd been. Said, you still living fast these days. I smile slow through the cigarette haze, darling. Fast living buried half my friends. Thunder cracked over the city line, but inside everything felt frozen in time. Your fingers traced circles on my glass, like you were reading every scar from my past. Blue lights on the Cadillac, smoke floating through the black. Love always sounds better when it's bad. Dark lounge, low flame, nobody here using real names. Still somehow you remembered mine. Slow dance, sharp heels, whiskey making ghosts feel real. And the blues pulling harder every minute. Your eyes tonight, your eyes look like the kind of trouble a man thanks God for later. And I walk straight into it. Last call coming soon, but your perfume still hanging in the room. Dark blues, slow pain, some memories never fade. They just keep dancing in the smoke. Play it lower, softer now. Rain still falling outside the club, bass still shaking the floor. And somewhere beneath those blue lights, you're still walking toward me. Every night at closing time, he took the same booth, drank the same rye. Black suit pressed, silver watch clean. Coolest broken man you ever seen. Bartender never asked him why. Some men carry storms behind their eyes. Band played slow while the blue smoke curled like the last heartbeat of a dying world. Women watched him from across the room, like danger wearing expensive cologne. He spoke soft, but the whole room listened. And when he smiled, even lonely people felt forgiven. He was a man who owned the night shift, king of the low-light blues. Every scar hidden underneath tailored suits. Slow bass, dark wine, heart beating right on time, and that old guitar singing through the neon signs. Nobody knew his story, but everybody felt the truth when he walked through those dark blues. Rain kept tapping on the window frame, like the city's still calling his name. He lit one smoke with a steady hand, like a gentleman making peace with the damned. Then a woman dressed in midnight black sat beside him without looking back. Said, "You still running from your past?" He laughed low, "Darling, nothing runs that fast." Kick drum rolled through the velvet floor, bass moved heavy like distant war. Whole club faded into blue and gold, while two tired souls danced slow. He was a man who owned the night shift, smooth as a closing song, made heartbreak sound beautiful all night long. Cold eyes, warm flame, never gave away his pain. Still every note somehow called his name. Private lounge shadows, whiskey soft and truthfully bruised. That's how legends disappear into blues. Some men chase money, some men chase fame, some spend forever trying to outrun shame. But him, he just came every night to sit with the music and survive till morning. The man who owned the night shift, still haunting booth 13, like the ghost of every bad decision in between. Slow groove, dim room, rain falling past the moon, and his silhouette still swaying with the tune. Play that thing colder now. Yeah, last call coming, ashtray burning, city still turning outside. And somewhere beneath the smoke, that man still survives. Rainwater running down motel glass. Another lonely midnight passing fast. Street lights shaking in the humid air, like heaven forgot somebody here. Jukebox crying in the corner red, playing songs for the hearts half dead. Bartender wiping down the same old stain, like sorrow never really changes shape. I got your picture folded in my coat, edges worn from nights alone. Every cigarette burns your name, every sip still tastes the same. Ooh, the blues got heavy hands tonight, dragging shadows through my mind, and I can't sleep. Lord, why these dark roads calling me again, like a sinner pulled back by the wind. Train, still carrying all this pain. Oh, the night keeps singing through the smoke and sin, like it knows the shape my soul is in. Snare cracks sharp through the hollow room, while the guitar cries my doom. Saw your silhouette to neon blue. For a second I believed it was you, but strangers disappear just like rain, leaving ghosts dancing in my brain. Taxi lights sliding down the street, cold wet rhythm under my feet. Kick drum heavy like tired bones, walking every city alone. The waitress smiled and poured one more, said, boy, what you waiting for? I looked outside through the haze and watched my whole life fade away. Cuts deep somehow, and the darkness wants me now, like an old friend. Lord, why these dark roads calling me again, like a sinner pulled back by the wind. My heart beats slow like a funeral train, still carrying all this pain. Oh, the night keeps singing through the smoke and sin, like it knows the shape my soul is in. Snare cracks sharp through the hollow room, while the guitar cries my doom. Maybe tomorrow, sunlight touch my skin. Maybe tomorrow, these chains finally end, But tonight I still belong to the blues. Let these dark blues sing my song. Oh, bass rolling deep like thunder below. Cold black river moving slow. And the final guitar bend still remains, floating through the midnight rain. Only guitar and roads remain, slow fade and sustain, and a lot of warmth. Tape is silence. Friday night, 10:15. Same old table, same old friends. The band was cooking something low and sweet, bass and drums locked in the heat. Then the room split right down the middle. Every conversation turned a little. A black silk dress and a slow motion smile. And suddenly nobody blinked for a while. She didn't ask for attention, she didn't need to try. Some people walk through a doorway and change the whole night. She walks in like trouble, but trouble never looked so good. Got every heart in the building, things it never should. Every step lands right on the beat. Every glance knocks me off my feet. She walks in like trouble, and baby, I walk right into it. She ordered bourbon, nothing more, like she'd been here before. The bartender smiled and shook his head. That told me everything without a word being said. The guitar cried from the corner stage, like it knew we were turning another page. And every slow bend hanging in the air seemed to follow her everywhere. Some women leave a memory, she looked like she'd leave both before the night was over. She walks in like trouble, but trouble never looked so good. Got every heart in the building, doing things it never should. Every step lands right on the beat. Every glance knocks me off my feet. She walks in like trouble, and baby, I walk right into it. I should've stayed cool, stayed smart, stayed safely behind the bar. But the way she smiled felt like a match falling into the dark. Everybody else faded away, just me, her, decision waiting to happen. She walks in like trouble. Yeah, trouble dressed in black, the kind you swear you leave alone, then spend your life chasing back. Every move hits harder now, every note is burning somehow. She walks in like trouble, and baby, I don't wanna be saved. No, I don't wanna be saved. She looked my way, raised her glass and smiled like she already knew how the story ends. Mm. 3 a.m. in a room called Blue Velvet. The band was playing soft and slow. I was killing time with a glass of bourbon, watching the city through the smoke. And a woman sat down beside me like she'd been expected all along. She looked at me and smiled before the first word was spoken. She said, "I know things about you." I laughed and said, "Baby, everybody says that." But she knew the name of my first dog, the street where I grew up, and the scar on my left hand. She knew my future before I knew her name. She knew every road I traveled, every loss and every gain. She looked across the table like she'd already seen it through. Lord, tell me why the woman with my future looks so much like you. She said, "Next July you'll leave this city. You'll buy a ticket west." She named the town, the street, the house, even the color of the dress of a woman I had never met. I tried to laugh it off, but every detail sounded true, like she was reading pages I hadn't lived yet. Then she reached inside her handbag and slid a photograph to me. My hand started shaking when I saw what she'd brought. She knew my future before I knew her name. She knew every road I traveled, every loss and every gain. She looked across the table like she'd already seen it through. Lord, tell me why the woman with my future looks so much like you. The photograph was old and faded, but I knew that face at once. It was me. 20 years older, standing beside a woman I'd never seen before. On the back were 4 words: trust her when she comes. She knew my future, every chapter, every page, every dream I'd abandoned, every heartache, every change. Then she stood up smiling as the band played something blue and disappeared into the darkness before I could ask the truth. Yeah, she vanished into the darkness like she was never passing through. I looked up from the photograph. The chair was empty. The door never opened. The room never changed. Only one thing remained: the picture in my hand. The picture in my hand. The room was low on light, heavy on old mistakes. A guitar cried softly while the city stayed awake. I was halfway through a red wine, trying not to think of you. But memories have a habit of doing what they do. It's just red wine and regret, sitting at my table again. Your ghost walks in every Friday night and leaves when the music ends. Red wine and regret, that's all that's left to hold. One gets warmer as the night goes on, the other never gets old. The bartender knows a story, he can see it in my eyes. Every time the door swings open, hope puts on a disguise. The band plays our old rhythm, slow and dressed in blue. And for a moment I can almost pretend I'm next to you. It's just red wine and regret, sitting at my table again. Your ghost walks in every Friday night and leaves when the music ends. Red wine and regret, that's all that's left to hold. One gets warmer as the night goes on, the other never gets old. runs empty. The memory doesn't, and tonight the memory wins. Ten years gone, maybe more, maybe less. Time wears different suits when it's dressed in loneliness. I still know the sound of your heels on hardwood floors, like a melody the mind ignores. The city changed its face 1,000 times. Old cafes disappeared with old neon signs. But every rainy evening around 9:30, you walk right back into mine. The band is playing soft tonight, same smoke hanging in the light, and every note feels like evidence. We never promised forever, never swore we'd stay, but somehow my heart remembers a deal we never made. Oh, we had a love that never learned to quit. Even after goodbye, we kept holding on to it. Now your shadow still dances where the spotlight fades, and I'm still paying for the deal we never made. Yeah, the deal we never made. A debt no man can trade. I met a few angels after you were gone. Some stayed a season, some barely stayed a song. They brought their smiles, their kisses, their charms, but none felt like home the way you did. Back when the nights were young, back when the world seemed small enough for two stubborn hearts to outrun. Funny how the strongest chains are the ones we never see, and the hardest words to forget are the ones that never leave. Oh, we had a love that never learned to quit. Even after goodbye, it kept holding on to it. Now your shadow still dances where the spotlight fades, and I'm still paying for the deal we never made. Yeah, the deal we never made. A debt no man can trade. Slow bends reaching upward, deep vibrato hanging over the roads. The guitar asks a question. The next phrase refuses to answer. The tension grows, then resolves into the chorus. Maybe we were never meant to last. Maybe that's not the point. Maybe some people arrive to leave fingerprints on your soul and disappear before life can erase them. Maybe love isn't measured by how long it stays. Maybe it's measured by how long it echoes. I still order 2 glasses without thinking. Still look toward the door. When it opens, still believe for half a second that it might be you. Oh, we had a love that never learned to quit. Even after goodbye, it kept holding on to it. Now your shadow still dances where the spotlight fades, and I'm still paying for the deal we never made. Every road I've traveled, every heart I've tried to save, leads me back to the memory of the deal we never made. The bartender stacks the chairs. The drummer puts away his brushes. The city waits beyond the glass. One last guitar note trembles in the darkness, and somewhere between memory and midnight, I raise a final toast to the deal we never made, and the love that never stopped collecting interest. Quarter to 2 in the St. James Lounge. The band was sinking deep into the blues. I was nursing a bourbon and a bad week when a newspaper landed in front of me. A man in a gray coat slid into my booth. Never asked if the seat was free, just tapped the front page with his finger and said, "You should read the headline." The date at the top said tomorrow. I laughed and shook my head, said that's a good trick. Then I saw my picture and suddenly felt sick. I was a man in tomorrow's newspaper, front page above the fold, a story the whole city hadn't read yet, a story already told. There I was in black and white, with a secret I couldn't outrun. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, and tomorrow hadn't come. The article knew everything, the tie around my neck, the song the band was playing, the brand of cigarettes left. It said at 2:17 a woman would walk through the door and change the course of my whole life forevermore. I looked up at the stranger, but he was watching the clock like he already knew something I still, and the front door open against my will. I was a man in tomorrow's newspaper, front page above the fold, a story the whole city hadn't read yet, a story already told. There I was in black and white, with a secret I couldn't outrun. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, and tomorrow hadn't come. A woman stepped inside, wearing a long black coat. She looked exactly like the photograph printed beneath the quote. She crossed the room, stopped at my table, and smiled like she knew me well. Then she whispered, "Don't trust the man beside you." The chair across from me was empty. The gray coat was gone. Only the newspaper remained, folded open to my name. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, reading words not yet alive, trying to change an ending before it arrived. The city kept spinning, the band kept playing on. I was the man in tomorrow's newspaper, and tomorrow had begun. The last thing I saw before the lights went dim was a new headline slowly appearing, where the old one had been. The night was dressed in black and gold, the kind of night that buys and sells souls. I was sitting alone in the back of the room when a stranger slid into the booth. He wore a smile worth trouble and a suit worth more than mine. He said, "I can give you everything you ever wanted." I said, "What's the price?" He pointed to the darkness stretching beneath my feet and said, "Only something you don't really need." I sold my shadow for a pocket full of dreams. Now every mirror in the city shows a man I used to be. I got the money, I got the fame, I got everything but peace. Yeah, I sold my shadow, and it keeps following me. Suddenly every door swung open, every deal came easily. People stood when I entered rooms, women remembered me. The papers printed my picture, the city learned my name. But every night when the lights went down, the stranger came again, standing in the corner, watching without a word, like he was waiting for the rest of what I owe. The higher I climbed, the colder it got. Funny how success can feel so much like being lost. I sold my shadow for a pocket full of dreams. Now every mirror in the city shows a man I used to be. I got the money, I got the fame, I got everything but peace. Yeah, I sold my shadow, and it keeps following me. Last night I saw my shadow standing at the end of the bar, wearing my old leather jacket, holding my old guitar. He looked happier than I remember, like he had finally escaped the man I've become. I saw my shadow, now the whole world knows my name. But I trade every dollar I made just to get myself back again. The crowd keeps cheering, the lights stay bright, but something's missing underneath. Yeah, I saw my shadow, and my shadow got the best of me. The stranger never came back, the deal was already done. And somewhere out there in the darkness, my shadow is still having all the fun. Neon shadows crawled across the floor. Same old club, same old door. A jazz ghost drifting through the haze, lost inside another yesterday. The bartender poured without asking why. He could read the storm behind my eyes. Said you look like a man chasing the flame. I smiled and whispered, maybe that's the same thing. Then she walked in like a memory dressed in black, and every step she took pulled 20 years back. She's my last cigarette blues, the habit I can never lose. One taste of heaven, a lifetime of regret. She's the song the night won't forget. My last cigarette blues, burning slow and burning through. Every promise I ever made turns to smoke when she comes into view. She sat down close enough to steal my breath, close enough to wake the dead. Those dark eyes carried midnight storms and all the danger of being warm. Outside the rain beat time on the glass. Inside another chance was passing fast. She touched my hand and suddenly the room was spinning like an old vinyl tune. I knew the ending before it began, but some hearts don't listen to eyes of men. She's my last cigarette comes into view. A long bend rises, then falls, answering the vocal melody, singing like a wounded confession. One unforgettable hook, growing stronger each time. Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe it just passes through, like headlights on a rainy road, like midnight trains, like people who change you, then disappear without looking back. Still, I keep one empty chair beside my table every Friday night, just in case the darkness decides to bring her home. She's my last cigarette blues, the habit I can never lose. One taste of heaven, a lifetime of regret. She's a song the night won't forget. My last cigarette blues, burning brighter than the truth. And if heartbreak is the price of living, I'd gladly pay it one more time for you. The club closes, the lights grow dim, the rain finally stops, a final guitar note hangs in the air. And somewhere out in the sleeping city, a woman I never stopped loving lights another cigarette for two. For two. The room was drowning in velvet and smoke. The band was playing low and slow. I was minding my own business, trying not to think about yesterday. Then you walked in, and every conversation lost its place. Even the bartender stopped pouring just to watch you cross the room. Some women enter quietly, some women change the air. You didn't need a spotlight, you brought your own in there. Midnight looks good on you, better than the stars above, better than the neon shining through the window of this club. Every shadow follows you, every heartbeat wants to move. Girl, the whole world disappears when midnight looks good on you. You sat beside me with a smile, like we were halfway through a story, like somehow we'd already met in another life. The guitar cried a lonely note, the bass underneath the floor, and suddenly the night felt smaller than it did before. I forgot every clever line I thought I'd ever use. Some beauty doesn't need words, it writes its own truth. Midnight looks good on you, better than the stars above, better than the neon shining through the window of this club. Every shadow follows you, every heartbeat wants to move. Girl, the whole world disappears when midnight looks good on you. Tomorrow might take you away like every good thing tends to do, but tonight belongs to this moment. Tonight belongs to you. Midnight looks good on you, like a dream dressed up in blue. Every song the band is playing sounds like it was made for you. Every eye is watching, but you're only looking through. And I swear I've never seen midnight look this good on you. The clock keeps moving, the night keeps fading, but that picture of you walking through the smoke stays forever. I was leaning on the bar in a room called After Midnight, watching lonely people dance beneath the fading light. And she came walking through the smoke like she owned the atmosphere, and every man forgot his drink when she appeared. Red wine lips, cold gold eyes, a smile sharp enough to cut through alibis. When she said my name, I never asked her how she knew. Something in the room got darker, something in my chest got loud. Every instinct said walk away, but desire drowned it out. She's a devil in a silk suit, dancing underneath the moon, making good men miss their exits, making wise men fall too soon. Oh, she moves like a slow blues guitar, every note leaves a scar, and before you know what you're losing, she's already taken your heart. Yeah, she's a devil in a silk suit, and I still want her tonight. She pulled a chair beside me and crossed those dangerous legs, started speaking soft enough to live inside my head. Said she wasn't looking for forever or for names, just a little fire before the rain. The band kept swinging low and mean. The bass line rolled like a long black limousine. And every time she laughed, the whole room leaned away. I knew I was standing at the edge, watching common sense disappear. But some mistakes feel so beautiful. You volunteer. She's a devil in a silk suit, dancing underneath the moon, making good men miss their exits, making wise men fall too soon. Oh, she moves like a slow blues guitar. Every note leaves a scar. And before you know what you're losing, she's already taken your heart. Yeah, she's a devil in a silk suit, and I still want her tonight. Sustained, another bend higher. Never rushing, always dangerous. At 4 a.m. she whispered, "Baby, nothing lasts forever." I laughed and said, "Neither do storms." She kissed me once, then vanished into dawn, leaving her perfume and the memory of being alive. She's a devil in a silk suit, still dancing in my mind. Years keep passing by the window, but she never leaves behind. Starts. Yeah, she's a devil in a silk suit, the finest trouble I ever knew. Some men remember victories, some men remember pain. Me, I remember a woman in a blues song that still calls her name. Rain rolled letters on the window pane tonight, silver lines falling through the city light. I sat alone where the whiskey shadows stay, watching old memories drift away. A woman laughed somewhere beyond the smoke, like a promise the midnight nearly broke. Her perfume perfume lingered in the velvet air, but when I turned around, she wasn't there. The band played low, the room stood still, a slow guitar crying against its will, every note hanging like a black silk tie, suspended beneath the tired sky. And the night keeps calling my name, like a long-lost friend from a dangerous game. I've worn these scars like a gentleman's suit, polished and pressed, hiding every bruise. Oh, the night knows all my sins, every place I've been, every road I've been in. Still I walk with grace through the blue, just a lonely gentleman passing through. The bartender nodded, he knew my face. We've both seen time leave without a trace. 100 stories buried in a glass, 1,000 dreams that couldn't last. She used to dance beneath the amber glow, moving so slow, only heartbreak knows the room would fade whenever she smiled for a little while. Now a photograph lives inside my coat, like a forgotten line from an old love note. The corner's warm by restless hands, and years I never planned. And the night keeps calling my name, like a long-lost friend from a dangerous game. I've worn these scars like a gentleman's suit, polished and pressed, hiding every bruise. Oh, the night knows all my sins, every place I've been, every road I've been in. Still I walk with grace through the blue, just a lonely gentleman passing through. Just a lonely gentleman passing through. Through the smoky room, long sustained notes floating over roads, deep vibrato answering the heart of the vocal, each phrase speaking where words cannot. Some men run from the dark inside, some men gamble and some men hide, but I've learned the shadows tell the truth more than daylight ever could. Every regret became a flame, every mistake carved out my name, and every lonely midnight mile taught me how to wear a smile. Yes, the night keeps calling my name, and I answer back just the same, with a glass half full and a heart half gone, still standing here, still moving on. When finish my drink and disappear into the blue, into the blue, into the blue. Station clock hang crooked and tight, cold white moon over telephone wires, suitcase resting by my polished shoes, full of old mistakes and dark blues. Night clerk sleeping behind the glass, like it's seen too many people pass. Coffee steaming in the midnight air, and your memory's still sitting there. Train tracks humming like a warning sign, steel and sorrow running side by side. I swore this town would never see me again. Ghosts know where lonely men have been. Then the whistle cries through the freezing dark, like a blade cutting straight through the heart. And every mile waiting down those rails feels like another unfinished tale. Last train to Caroline, rolling slow through the dead of night. One-way ticket and a restless soul, trying hard to let somebody go. Oh, darling, your name still burns beneath this calm, like hidden fire beneath my palms. And every low guitar note tonight sounds like goodbye under station lights. Bassline moving deep beneath the song, like wheels turning all night long. Kick drum lands heavy and low and round, like distant thunder underground. Old man smoking near the platform edge, talking softly to his regrets. Young lovers dancing by the vending machine, still believing forever means something. I pull my collar against the cold, raindrop on this midnight train keep spelling out your name. Some people leave, some people stay, some hearts disappear slow as trains, and every gentleman learns someday, pride don't make the hurt go away. Last train to Caroline, carrying shadows through neon rain. Every window filled with memories, every mile pulling on my chains. Oh, darling, you loved me hard, then disappeared, left your perfume in all these years. And I keep my voice low like gentlemen do, while quietly still missing you. I used to think distance could heal, that moving fast could change what's real. But midnight towns and empty bars still carry traces of who we are. The guitar cries through a narrow haze, like old highways and runaway days, while the snare keeps falling to and fro, like footsteps across a station floor. Last train to Caroline, don't know if I'm running or moving on, but tonight these wheels keep turning slow through the places where love went wrong. Oh darling, if your ghost still rides these tracks tonight, sit beside me till morning light, and let this old blues band play real low, while the city disappears below. Last train to Caroline, still rolling through my mind. Still rolling through my mind. The bartender wiped the silence clean. Last call faded into neon steam. Your perfume still hangs in the dark, like a cigarette burning after the spark. That old guitar keeps calling your name. Every blue note sounds the same. I hear your ghost in every chord, walking slow across this hardwood floor. And the room gets colder every time I look over my shoulder. There's smoke between us now, too thick to see around. Your shadow dances with the low bar light, while my heart sinks deeper every night. I tried whiskey, I tried prayer, but your memory's everywhere. Baby, love turned dark somehow. Now there's only smoke between us now. Seven beats and a tied back beat, kick drum heavy like broken sleep, bass line dragging through the room like thunder. thunder rolling on the moonlit blue. You used to lean into my chest, say my darkness felt like rest. Now your lipstick on the glass is the only thing that stayed intact, and the rose keeps humming like it knows you ain't coming. There's smoke between us now, too thick to see around. Your shadow dances with the low bar light, while my heart sinks deeper every night. I tried whiskey, I tried prayer, but your memory's everywhere. Baby, love turned dark somehow. Now there's only smoke between us now. To break, two lonely sinners in velvet black, trying to love without looking back. The city bleeds outside these doors, but this club still keeps your scars warm. And every note I play tonight still reaches for your fading light. There's smoke between us now, floating low and hanging down. The band plays soft, the night moves slow, but you're the one thing I can't let go. So I'll stay here with this pain, let the blues run through my veins, till the neon finally drowns all the smoke between us now. The silence clean. The bartender wiped 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 the silence clean. Last call faded into neon steam. Your perfume still hangs in the dark, like a cigarette burning after the spark. That old guitar keeps calling your name. Every blue note sounds the same. I hear your ghost in every chord, walking slow across this hardwood floor. And the room gets colder every time I look over my shoulder. There's smoke between us now, too thick to see. Your shadow dances with the low bar light, while my heart sinks deeper every night. I tried whiskey, I tried prayer, but your memory's everywhere. Baby, love turned dark somehow. Now there's only smoke between us now. The bartender wiped the silence clean. 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 Last call faded into neon steam. Your perfume still hangs in the dark like a cigarette burning after the spark. Corner table near the back of the room. Same old whiskey, same old suit. Rain outside on the avenue signs. City bleeding silver tonight. People talk but I don't say much. Some wounds still hurt when strangers touch. And every song this old band plays sounds like ghosts from better days. Waitress smiles while she pours my drink, like she already knows what I think. A man gets quiet after enough loss, after enough bridges burned and crossed. Then the piano drops into a minor key, and the whole room leans into memory. Ain't nobody dancing anymore, just lonely hearts listening for war. I'm the man who never runs, even when the night gets cold, even when the hurt comes hard, like thunder shaking old bones. And I wear this pain like tailored black, smooth outside, no turning back. But Lord knows underneath this calm, there's a wildfire holding on. Bassline rolling low and deep, like secrets rich men never keep. Kick drum lands like heavy truth, straight through polished leather boots. Young couple dancing near the stage, still believing love don't change. I smile slow then look away. Some lessons cost too much to say. Your memory walks through my head like cigarette smoke under dim red. And every chord from the roads tonight pulls your shadow back to life. Some people heal, some people hide, some people drown slowly inside. And every gentleman learns somehow how to breathe without making sound. I'm the man who never runs, even when goodbye cuts deep, even when the silence burns and steals another night of sleep. I keep my voice low and controlled, like old jazz records dipped in gold. But every note this guitar cries still sounds like you tonight. Guitar moans through an analog haze like old highways and rainy days, and the snare keeps falling steady and slow, like footsteps only lonely men know. I'm the man who never runs, but tonight I came close to leaving. One more dream, one more song, one more reason to keep breathing. If tomorrow never comes, at least I stood my ground tonight, with my black tie straight and my blues alive, under these neon lights. A gentleman don't always win, but he never runs. She came in wearing danger slow, red lipstick on the midnight gold, high heels tapping like a loaded gun. Every eye froze when she crossed the room. The piano man forgot his chords, bartender nearly dropped the pole, and me halfway drunk on losing faith, couldn't look away from that hurricane face. She sat down close enough to burn, said, boy, some fires never learn. And then she stole my cigarette, like she already owned my death. The kick drum hit like a heartbeat bruise, and the whole damn club turned blue. The devil dancing red tonight, right beneath those smoky lights. She moves slow like sinning heels, every touch too sharp to hear. Her kiss tasted like gasoline, sweetest poison I've ever seen. Lord, I knew I should have ran, but the devil danced, and I gave in. Bassline heavy like train tracks, dragging my soul somewhere black. Snare cracked hard through velvet air, while she pulled me deeper in her stare. She whispered low against my skin, good men never let me win. I said, baby, I ain't good no more. She smiled like thunder before war. Then she climbed onto the dance floor slow, like she knew the room would lose control. Every shadow leaned away, even God looked down afraid. The roads kept moaning underneath, like the blues itself couldn't sleep. The devil dancing red tonight, right beneath those smoky lights. She moves slow like a switchblade dream, tearing holes through everything. Her body grabbed my hand and pulled me near. Said, baby, heaven don't belong here. Then she vanished with the rain outside, left whiskey tears and neon lights. But every night that band plays slow, I still see red inside the smoke. The devil dancing red tonight, still haunting every song I write. That dress, those lips, those dangerous eyes, still burning underneath my mind. Now the club closes near dawn, but that woman still ain't gone. Every blues man understands, sometimes the devil just wants to dance. Rain came down on the avenue slow, neon rivers in the taxi glow. I was drinking quiet at the end of the bar, trying not to think too hard. Old blues singer crooning low and tired, I burned out love and cheap desire. Then the whole room shifted when you walked in, like trouble finally found my skin. Black satin falling from your shoulders clean, like midnight cut from a magazine. And every man forgot his drink halfway, watching you move through the smoke and gray. Girl, you carried danger elegant and calm, like a loaded gun hidden in charm. And your eyes held that cold flame shine that makes lonely men cross every line. Woman in the half-light, slow dancing through my mind, smooth as jazz and sharp as broken glass. One touch and I'm losing time. Oh, darling, you taste like bourbon after rain, sweet enough to hide the pain. And I keep acting like I'm hard to break, while your love keeps bending me sideways. Baseline rolling low beneath your heels, like a truth a strong man never reveals. Kick drum lands heavy and warm and deep, like memories that don't sleep. You lean close with that velvet tone, made this crowded room feel all alone. Then whispered soft against my ear, baby, good men disappear. Your lipstick left a mark on my glass, like a signature from the past. And every note my guitar cried tonight sounded like surrender under dim gold light. Girl, your perfume floating through the room, like roses growing over doom. And every lonely heart in this old lounge sees you don't chase love, you let it bleed. Woman in the half-light, moving slow through smoke and blue. Every little smile feels dangerous, every little move pulls me to you. Oh, darling, you wear heartbreak elegant and fine, like black silk wrapped around red wine. And I keep standing calm like gentlemen do, while quality falling apart for you. I spent years learning how to hide the hurt, how to wear confidence like a tailored shirt, how to speak low, controlled, refined, while chaos echoed in my mind. Then your eyes met mine through candle haze, and suddenly I felt 17 again, like every wall I built inside was only waiting for your fire. The guitar moans like a midnight train, dragging old ghosts through bourbon rain. And the snare keeps cracking steady and slow, like fate knocking soft below. Woman in the half-light, stay with me till the neon dies, till the city fades into morning gray, and truth returns to both our eyes. Oh, darling, if this love leaves scars tonight, at least they came beneath your light. So let the bass line roll real low, and dance with me nice and slow. Woman in the half-light, still walking through my head. Woman in the half-light, still walking through my head. Rain on the window, smoke in the air, everybody hiding something in here. Bartender polishing the same old glass, like he's trying to wipe away the past. I got your number folded in my coat, your last goodbye still caught in my throat. And every slow chord from their roads tonight feels like your shadow on the blue light. I told myself I'd let you go, but midnight don't move that slow. Kick drum heavy like a warning sign, snare cut straight through my spine. Midnight don't love nobody, it just leaves your heart out in the rain. Takes every little piece slowly, then sends the blues crawling through your veins. And your memory keeps calling every time the lights go low. Lord, I swear I hear you breathing in every note this guitar throws up. guitar throat. There's a woman dancing along the stage right, red dress glowing in cigarette light. But every smile inside this room still somehow turns back into you. Bassline dragging like tight chains, ghost notes falling soft like pain. And this old guitar keeps talking back like it knows things I still lack. I play one note, it says your name. I play two more, nothing changed. Hi-hat ticking like a late night clock while my soul keeps missing the stop. Midnight don't love nobody, just leaves your heart out in the rain. Takes every little piece slowly and sends the blues crawling through your veins. And your memory keeps calling every time the lights go low. Lord, I swear I hear you breathing in every note this guitar throws. Love nobody, but tonight is holding on to me. That old snare cracks like thunder while you go smooth through the melody. And every slow bend from this sixth string still bleeds black and blue. Yeah, the night keeps getting colder, but these blues still burn for you. Still burn for you. Walking slow through the velvet smoke, like a bad idea wrapped in gold. Every man turned when your high heels rang, like the whole damn room knew your name. Black silk falling from your shoulders down, like midnight dripping onto the crowd. I lit my cigarette just to hide how hard your eyes hit me inside. Girl, you move like a song too dangerous to stop. Every little glance makes my heartbeat drop. And the band keeps swinging while the room melts down. When your hips move slow to that dark blue sound, baby, slow like thunder and wine. Smooth red poison running through my mind, and I keep falling though I know the truth. A man like me should never touch you. Bassline rolling heavy through the floor, like an OV8 outside the door. Drummer laying deep inside the groove, making every shadow in the room move. You lean close and the whole world shakes. Lipstick smile, making good hearts break. Your whisper slides underneath my skin, and suddenly the night begins again. Girl, your perfume hanging in the air, like temptation wrapped inside a prayer. And every lonely fool inside this bar would crash and burn just to be where you are, baby. Slow hands, dangerous eyes, sweet little devil in a black disguise. You pull me close like you're stealing my soul, and I don't even wanna let go. Oh, darling, the love rolls in like thunder and wine. Smooth red poison running through my mind, and I keep falling though I know the truth. A man like me should never touch you. Control before you came. Now every drink tastes like your name, and this guitar cries low and blue, like it already knows I'm doomed by you. Dangerous eyes, still got my heart caught in your tide. And if this whole thing goes down tonight, at least your fire made me feel alive. Oh, darling, dance with me till the neon dies, till the smoke and the morning collide, and let the whole damn city know I went down loving you. Slow hands, dangerous eyes. Slow hands, dangerous eyes. Red neon bleeding through the pouring rain. Taxi lights sliding down the window pane. I was halfway gone on my second drink, trying hard not to think. Old bartender polishing crystal slow, like he already knew how this would go. Then you walked in, dressed in midnight black, and every heartbeat in the room leaned back. Gold cigarette hanging from your lips, danger swaying in your velvet hips. You smiled once and the whole damn bar started feeling way too small. Girl, you move like a song and never survive. Cool, slow poison, dressed up alive. And every lonely soul in this smoky place watches heaven disappear in your face. Neon Judas, you kiss sweet, but you leave scars deep. Pull a man close just to wreck his sleep. Your love rolls in smooth as expensive wine, then burns straight through what's left inside. Oh, darling, you got long black gloves and a heart that lies. Cold champagne and alibi eyes. And I keep talking low like gentlemen do, while your fire keeps tearing through. Baseline rolling heavy through the floor, like thunder behind a closing door. Kick drum lands deep inside my chest, like old sins refusing rest. You lean close through the candle haze, perfume thick as a smoky blaze, then whispered low with a crooked grin, baby, you look good giving in. Now the drummer rides that backbeat tight, like a slow train disappearing at night. And every bend this guitar plays feels like surrender, dressed in pain. Girl, your lipstick shining blood red gold makes young hearts reckless and old hearts cold. And every man watching us tonight knows your touch comes with a price. Neon Judas, you dance slow like the end of time. One more touch and your soul ain't mine. Your love falls soft like velvet rain, and leaves a man learning how to hate. Oh, darling, you wear heartbreak elegant and clean, like bad intentions in magazines. And I keep standing tall and composed, while dying slow in your smoke. I spent years learning self-control, how to hide cracks beneath the soul, how to smile calm and shake hands straight, while loneliness sat beside my plate. Then your eyes met mine through neon blue, and every wall split clean in two. up with sweat and burning smoke. Neon angels hanging broke. Band played slow for shattered souls, while midnight bled through cracked up gold. Then she walked in wearing storm black lace, trouble paint across her face. Every man forgot his drink, like the whole damn room forgot to think. She sat beside me, crossed her legs, said, "You look half alive at best." I laughed and lit another flame. She whispered softly, sing. Outside, thunder shook the street. Inside, my heart lost the beat. She left with a siren screaming, blue lights cutting through the evening, red lipstick on my whiskey glass, like a crime scene from my past. Lord, her kiss hit hard and mean, like bad luck dressed in beauty queen. And when the cops came crashing in, she smiled and disappeared again. She danced slow under blood-red light, like temptation made human tonight. Hips moving with the hi-hat swing, every glance pulling on my string. Then a man burst through the door, bleeding anger across the floor, yelling, "Where the hell is Jay?" And the whole band stopped mid-play. She leaned close against my ear, said, "Baby, things get strange from here." Then grabbed my hand and pulled me fast, straight through shadows in the back. Kick drum pounding like runaway wheels. My heart beat louder than what's real. She left with a siren screaming, blue lights cutting through the evening, red lipstick on my whiskey glass, like a warning from the past. Oh, that touch felt dangerous, too smooth, too dark, too glorious. And when the cops came crashing in, she smiled and disappeared again. Hard behind the club, we hid beside the smoking drums. She kissed me once beneath the storm, cold hands trying to stay warm. Then she whispered, "Don't ask names, some hearts only bring flames." A black car stopped beside the curb. She stepped inside without a word, and before the door closed shut, she looked back through the exhaust smoke, like she almost wanted to stay, like she almost got saved. Now the sirens haunt my sleep, that woman still runs through me deep. Every late night blues cafe feels like she just slipped away. And every time the band plays slow, I still see her in the smoke. Lord, some angels never stay, they leave with the sirens and the rain. walked in late with danger on your lips, black silk moving on your hips. Whole room froze when you crossed that floor, like they'd seen heartbreak here before. Bartender whispered, don't get close, but whiskey already had my soul. You smiled slow through the cigarette haze and turned my blood into a blaze. You said, baby, dance with me, like temptation dressed elegantly. Hi-hat ticking like a countdown clock, my heartbeat hitting every snare shot. So give me one more dance before the fall, one more night before we lose it all. Hold me close while the band plays blues, like the world ain't ending me and you. That bass line shaking through the floor, feels like we've lived this life before. Girl, your touch burns slow and small, so give me one more dance before the fall. Before the fall. Your shadow move beneath red light, like a sinner praying in the night. Every step matched the groove so tight, kicking snare, cutting black and white. I could feel your heartbeat lean somewhere underneath the strings, and every note my guitar cried sounded like your darker side. You whisper low against my skin, some loves ain't built to win. Ghost notes rolling soft beneath, while your perfume steals my sleep. So give me one more dance before the fall, one more kiss against the wall. Let the slow blues drown the room till there's nothing left but me and you. That old road's humming warm and low, like a secret only midnight knows. Girl, your eyes say it all, so give me one more dance before the fall. Outside, the city screamed with rain. Inside, we disappeared in flame. No tomorrow in your eyes, just neon truth and sweet disguise. Then the music dropped down low, snare cracked hard, lights moved slow, and for one last perfect song, we forgot where we went wrong. So give me